What up, y'all? It's your boy, Brian Forbes, live, live from the windy, cold as hell city of Chicago. Out here live at the embassy with none other than the ambassador himself, Kevin Nevels. We are at the embassy. Hey man, what you doing, man? He over here taking notes, y'all. What's happening, family? Listen, it's good to see everybody, y'all. Y'all know me. I'm faithful to a fault. I wanted to make sure we get able to come on live. When I tell y'all, I literally just got off the plane. I'm not playing. Man, it's cold, Jack. I would say it's colder than a well digger's ass, but I don't know what a well digger's ass is like, so you hear them stupid sayings, as time goes on. I want to welcome everybody. Thank you for tuning in, as you always do. True Queen 45, how you doing? Linda Sanders is in the building. What up, Jerome Cook? I see you. Yeah, look, y'all, if I didn't have to be here right now, I promise you, it'd be a whole different world because, man, when I tell you it's cold, baby, I stepped outside that airport and look here. I don't know how y'all do it all the time, but, I don't want to get used to it anymore. I'm happy down there in the sun, even though it got cold in San Antonio. These last couple of days, it's been pretty damn chilly. But this is that time of year. I tell people all the time, when it comes to that region of the country, and specifically San Antonio only gets cold for a very short time. I think we are like mid-January to, at the very most, the end of February, and then we get back to normal again. So I'm okay with these little few days. I can handle it. It is what it is. Okay, Peggy Hyping says, -10 too much for you? Yes, it is. William Owens in the house. What up, dog? Then my man, I seen him. He's hanging out with us this weekend over there in Houston, in the house. So what's going on in the shop, man? You know.
Man, it's chilly here.
Well, we figured that out.
Okay.
you ain't got to go too far to convince me of that one. Shit.
The Chi is what it is. It's still the capital of the steppers world.
Absolutely. You know what? Speaking of that, and I'm glad you said that because I find it. Well, let me put it this way. Here recently, I've had how you hear people say things, and especially when it's about you, but
ain't always good.
I find it, it ain't gonna be, and that's to be expected, but I find it interesting, and I'm gonna say specifically, I'm gonna talk about, and I'm definitely not gonna talk about all of my family in San Antonio, but we got people in San Antonio who seem to think that they know more about stepping than people from Chicago. Can you believe that? So that's why I say, you say Chicago is the home and the capital of stepping, but you got folks running around this country who got this weird idea in their head that they somehow was able to glean all that information, I guess, from a couple of people who sold them a dream.
Well, somebody probably moved from Schaumburg to San Antonio.
No, not even that. Not even
I'm from Chicago.
Because if they had done that, I would know them.
Yeah.
If they was involved in this community, but you got, it's just crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? When you start talking about people or dealing with people who don't even have a foothold in this community and seem to think that they got something really going on. I heard somebody say they don't fool with me. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
I don't need them.
Guess what? Look, but here's the funny part about stuff like that. And
right,
like, what are you bringing to the table that I need?
Right.
Seriously,
what does that mean?
Right. And I think we'll be all right. Let me move this a little bit. We'll make sure we got you in the frame there, Mr. Neville. But yeah, it's real interesting. Hey, Normal, I hope you're feeling better. That was one of my fun girls right there. Y'all get ready. It's the Fun Girl Tour. They get ready to hit the road running. traveling season is coming, and y'all know we gonna be doing the damn thing. Them my little homies, man. They look out for me, man, when we hit these sets. Black Knight was happening in the building. Poppy Forbes, look at that, the producer lady. And guess who I don't have in my ear tonight? The producer lady. She gonna find a way to come through.
The phone will be right.
I know, right? You know she gonna call. What are y'all talking about? Stop it. KC Foster in the house. What's happening? Bernice Newsom Short, I see you.
Hey.
Yeah.
KC, what's up, bro?
Bernice all the way in Frisco.
What do you do? KC, he's in Waukegan.
Waukegan?
Shout out to Waukegan.
Okay.
Yes.
You know I got people in Waukegan.
Yeah, we all have people in Waukegan.
Yeah.
Even my brother Clyde is in Waukegan, the CEO of Black Lives Matter.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, that's what's up. But yeah, man. So I think I'm looking forward to this year and all of the possibilities and the fact that we got a lot of folks that are working really hard. See there she go. There go the producer lady. Call her. That we got a lot of stuff happening in the coming year. But I want to get your opinion on something since I got you here, my brother. What are your thoughts? Y'all know who this is, right?
The missus.
It's the producer lady. I want to get
what she wants.
She hung up on me, man. Did she hang up on you? She called herself being funny. I know what she do. I know what you're doing. I see you. Moving forward, man, in this year right here, I know last year a lot of events seemed to be a little lighter than normal. What has your experience been this year with all the places you played and the different things that you've done over the last year? What are your thoughts on where we're headed?
Well, just I've been doing this for a long time now, and what I think, in my opinion, is that there's just a lot of events going on across the country, and people are picking and choosing where they can
starting to be more selective about where they spend their money. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Which is fine.
Tim Jones in the building. He want to know who that ugly fella is next to me. Kenneth Jackson in the house, all the way from Houston, Texas, and y'all are snowed in over there. Hey, Riri, look here.
He ain't sent me no music lately. What's up?
Oh, is that what it is? Do we need to go down there strong arm?
Yeah. Wait till you come up here. You know, I'm
undefeated at the crib. Yeah, you're undefeated at the crib. Got you. Home team. I think moving forward, man, in this year right here, I think it's going to be a decisive year in regard to who survives and who doesn't, especially with the current political climate. No matter what your politics are, I think it's going to be some changes, some things that are going to affect a lot of people. So it's going to be about who can survive it. These large events.
The strong survives.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a good example. Something that I also noticed last year. Now, I'm not going to mention specific events, but I noticed something, and this doesn't matter. I think this carries across the board for different events. One thing that I noticed, and it was obvious, very, very obvious, that when people are doing these events from the heart and they got bread, you could tell the difference between those events and the ones where people are struggling to put on an event. They got bad promotion, jacked up sound systems. There's just a plethora of things that take place where I've seen events where people had the money and wasn't scared to spend it.
Right.
And it paid off in the end.
Oh yeah.
I think. So
will you get out what you put in.
Right. DJ Vale in the building. What's happening? Hey, Lindo Daniels in the house.
What up, bro?
My man. Vonda Powell. Hey, baby. Look, Poppy talking about turn my ringer off, Brian Forbes. Ain't nobody playing with you. You the only one ringing it. And look, she the only one ringing the phone talking about turn the ring off.
Speaking of Vail, February 6th, we're going to be at Noble Entertainment Center, 1515 East 154th in Dalton.
Oh, man.
Rockwell Harmon will be in the building. It's a meet and greet with Rockwell, MVK, Mona, DJ Vail, DJ Keith C. It's going down. That's February the 6th. Super Bowl Sunday weekend.
Yeah, man, that's your event. Talk about that one.
Super Bowl
That's always a great event.
Yeah, well, we're going to meet with Rockwell. So I need all the ladies and the guys. Come on out. Meet with Rockwell. He's going to sign some autographs, shake some hands, take some pictures. We're going to do some line dancing. I'm going to take them upstairs with the First Lady, Maddie B.
Oh,
with the line dance
watch out.
experience. Yeah, we're going to take them upstairs. Let them do some line dance with all the ladies. And Super Bowl Sunday, February the 9th, we're going to be at the Grand Ballroom and 6351 South from Cottage Grove, right here in Chicago. And he's going to perform live for us. DJ Vale, DJ Dan, and the showstopper, Reverb, will be on the box. So it's going down, celebrating my 61st birthday.
Man, you old.
From here on out, man, it's a milestone.
I know that's right.
You know,
I want to bring up, since we're talking about events, and because I want to now for those of you just tuning in, know this right here. The ambassador and I, this has become my right hand over here on the hosting side. We're going to be doing. We did the DJ forum, you guys, a couple months ago. Y'all remember that, and it was good. We got a lot of really good information. We are getting ready to do now the promoters forum. It's going to be in February. So all you promoters, if you want to come and chime in, or we're going to make it, I'm going to try to make it so that they can chime in from a distance if need be. But you might want to get ready so that you can say what, because promoters don't always get to speak their piece. Like, think about it. When is the last time, a promoter's got an opportunity to talk about what they do or what should be done or what their thoughts are, or even learn? There's a lot to be learned.
Haven't seen it happen. Not collectively, maybe individually.
Well, we're going to do it.
February 11th.
We have, it's going to be in that week. We're going to set a date in February here in the next couple of days. So y'all get ready for that. It's going to be in the middle of the month. Let me say this here also. Y'all, my girl Sunshine Haywood is back in the building. She's going to do a really big event coming up here. Y'all are going to want to participate in this if you absolutely can. It's going to also be at the Noble Entertainment Center. And that's going to be, what is it? Memorial Day weekend, the 31st, I believe it is. I'm trying to find the date on here. I should know it. She's gonna be fighting. She's gonna be ready to fight me if I don't get this right. And I don't want to fight her.
We'll say it next week.
Say it next week. Say what next week?
She got time.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna have her on the show. She's gonna come back on, and we're gonna talk about it. But it's her Diva Boot Camp. Ladies, let me tell y'all something. These dancers been getting jacked up for a long time in these recent years, and I think it's very safe to say that when she steps back on the scene, it's going to be a whole lot of stuff getting straightened out. So y'all get ready for that, because one thing she know how to do is teach a woman how to do her thing and really get her dance on. So we're going to be, I'm looking forward to that. And that's going to be coming up here at the end of May. If y'all got any questions, y'all look up Miss Haywood.
Sunshine Haywood.
Miss Sunshine Haywood. Yeah, I'm gonna have her on the. It's called the Girl Power Weekend. Here we go. Girl Power Weekend. Weekend in May. Let's see, Thursday, May 29th. The pregame hosted by DJ Vale, Maddie B, and Willie Bell at the Noble Entertainment Center, 1515 East 154th Street in Dalton. Remember when that used to be?
The Dorchester.
No. Before
the
that,
Nimbus.
The Nimbus Disco. Remember
Yes.
that? See, y'all don't know about that. That was a long time ago.
MVK with Mona and Keith C as well.
Right, yeah. Great. That was that Thursday set, right?
Yes.
Excellent set. I've had a really good, every time I come here for that one, I have a really good time. Okay, so on Friday, May 30th, y'all, is the Jump Off, hosted by Eric E.T. Taylor. He's going to be playing, and it's going to start at the 50-yard line. That's on 75th Street, y'all all know that. And then on Saturday is the Diva Boot Camp. That's going to be a good weekend.
Yeah. Shout out to E.T., man. He played at Snoop's party this weekend.
Did he?
He did it.
I know, man, look,
excellent.
let me tell you something. If E.T. is playing, I'm already knowing it was going to go down.
Yeah, he did excellent.
And her main event is a reunion of Shine Entertainment. Cycles and Awards presentation to DJ Raphael at Somewhere Else. From Somewhere Else, which is 3 G's.
Someplace else.
She got. Oh, you know what? I can't see. Someplace.
It's on 111th and Vincennes.
That's the place we was at.
You never been there. It's closed down now.
Oh, okay. What's the name of the place we was just at?
Tap That Ash.
No, not that place. What was that? A few months ago. You met me over there.
I don't remember.
All right. Anyway.
No, I don't remember a few days ago. A few minutes ago.
You getting old, man. Speaking of Tap That Ash, y'all.
Keep waking up.
Tap That Ash Cigar Bar right here on 111 to 57 South Halsted Street. Excellent venue for my cigar smokers and my folks that like to hang out, man, and just watch a good game and just chill. This is an excellent, beautiful place right at the end of the block. Free parking. You can't go wrong.
Yes. They hosted Michelle Boyd, Carl Boyd.
And they're the ones who hosted the DJ forum. And more than likely, very strong possibility, we may be doing the promoter forum there. Yes. We'll let y'all know. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see what the folks is talking about. Linda O'Daniels. Yes, let's see. Poppy from Inside Steppin. Ms. Forbes says promoters need to learn to advertise, and they need an advertisement budget instead of wasting money on decorations and flying folks in that will not dance. Damn it, boy. She said a mouthful. Now,
Sandy,
you know
I don't think the people in the back heard you.
No, the people in the back didn't hear that one. You know what? Let me say this, because she does make a very, very valid point. So, y'all, I don't want to seem like a complainer, but here in recent weeks, it has become painfully obvious to me. There are two things that promoters, and I'm going to bring this up in the forum because I really would like to hear what they have to say. Two things that they are sorely lacking. One is advertisement budget and DJ budget. DJs do not get paid nearly what they should in this thing. We've already had that discussion at length. But I'm going to take this time, and I'm sure you can attest to what I'm about to say, to point out that Inside Steppin should not be a second thought in your financial agenda when it comes to your event. Here's why. We bring people. We promote. We put your event in a light that allows others to see what you're doing. Ask any promoter whose event we've done in the past, did their numbers not increase the following year because of the exposure that Inside Stepper promoted? I don't appreciate, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really care whose toes this step on, but I don't appreciate being a afterthought. That Inside Stepping itself. Don't worry about me. But just the fact that it seemed like people would spend more time making sure that the rest of the world sees their event. What separates the average event? Any thoughts?
The attendance.
Yeah. And if you're gonna, spend money on stuff, other stuff, I've seen people with 15 instructors, with 100 people. I've seen people with 10 DJs, with 50 people. If you're not getting the people in the door, what difference does all that other stuff make? Advertising should be, and let me just back up. It ain't got to be with Inside Stepping. You got the Tea Lady. Mm-hmm. You got, even Lamont Watt's been doing a few things, with showing people stuff. I don't know about, I haven't seen Sam on the scene in a minute, but the bottom line is we have the ability,
you have to plug,
to spread the information on a wider scale than most promoters are. If you're not a Pete Frazier or somebody who just drop a flyer and everybody freak out, then you need someone to do that work for you. It would seem like that only makes sense. Mm-hmm. And sadly, but not anymore, we didn't even charge for most of that stuff. We wasn't even charging like that.
For a low cost.
Look, and then I had somebody called us about promotion, and when I told them what I would charge them, they were like, "Damn, you cheaper than everybody." Not anymore, but I'm just saying. It seemed like to me, promoters
You just scared them back out.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if I scared them back out. I mean, look, man, and don't get me wrong. Business people tend to, everybody wants a good deal. Everybody wants the best that they can get for their money. That goes without saying. I mean, that's just a given, especially from where we from. You know what it is. We don't leave nothing on the table. But at the same time, be smart about how you do what you do. A lot of people want to know why their events aren't successful. Who knows about it?
Not letting people know.
Some people's egos far exceed their abilities and skill sets. And they think that everybody knows who they are. And they think in their mind, they got it made up. Oh, man, I'm going to do this big old set. And, yeah, okay. All right. The numbers don't lie. They speak for themselves.
Checking in. Tony Brown, Tony Huff.
Tony Brown, Huff. In the building.
Sue.
Now her event for New Year's Eve, phenomenal. Man, look, I'm talking about, it started out with her number. She said she was going to probably do about 125, 150 people. We ended up with almost 350 people in that room.
Oh, yeah.
Why? Promotion.
Inside step.
And not only that, she just made some moves that were very smart as a promoter. Common sense stuff that other people, for some reason, it just escapes them. Ooh, I can't wait for that forum. I can't wait to hear what the promoters got to say. Riri in the building. Riri said, we need to get all the dancers we can get. Thank you to Myron Robinson, who danced with me on Third Saturday, Faces of Houston. He DJs, dances, and screams. Never fails. Facts. Susu, what's up, baby? That's my honey right there. Let's see. Lindo Daniel says, marketing is the key to get the word. Oh, yeah. She said you make magazine covers. Yeah. And there's a lot of stuff coming up, y'all. We got that I'm looking forward to, but it's going to be an interesting year. It's funny because I almost don't know what to say right now with everything that's coming, because we just don't know where everything is going to land. I think it's going to be like business as usual, or are we going to see some stuff that is unusual? I don't know. Hey, man, you tired, man?
No. Somebody was paging me.
Well, that's what happens when you're a popular fellow and all,
Yeah, I called him back.
Lamar. Question for the promoters and DJs. Are they mostly positioning themselves to keep up with the economy and compensate it, so that entertainment should not be a loss, that when the job is done, home is okay? I think a lot of people have sacrificed. They sacrifice a lot doing these events.
Oh yeah, you do. You have to.
Yeah.
You actually have no choice. It takes a lot to be a promoter.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think some of the newer promoters, they go to these events and the events they go to, the promoters,
and they make it look easy.
They make
the
it
other
look
promoters.
easy.
I mean, like what's happening, like, James Frazier?
Yeah, they said I can go home and do this like that gentleman there.
Right, and I think and that's the funny part. I think people see an event and they go, "Oh, I can do this."
Yes.
And they don't realize, they really don't understand what goes on behind the scenes, and it's a lot of work. This is not just some fly by night, and then God forbid. And I'm gonna tell you something, because I saw this recently.
There, James Frazier.
Absolutely.
His name is up front, but he got a
ton of work.
He got a ton of help.
And that's what I was just getting ready to get at. Funny thing is, I just recently, that's what I was just about to say, saw a situation where you have people who are constantly in your ear when you're doing something, constantly that's always around you, hanging around, and then the minute it's time to do some work, you can't find them. Mm-hmm. I witnessed that recently. It still got done though. But the point is, again, it goes back to the love of money conversation. Some people love it and they don't mind spending the money, and some people think that they can spend a little money and make a lot of money. And I think those are the people who suffer the most.
Yeah.
Tony Dow in the building. What's happening, my man?
TD, it's my home.
We're bringing home the best dancers and instructors in the entire culture to Houston. Yep, they got the Dream Team coming to Houston, coming up here. What's that, March, isn't it?
Tony Dow.
DJ Fly Diva in the building.
FlyDiva.com, the fly station in the nation.
Marvin Wooten, what's happening, baby? In the house.
And speaking with Pete, the world's largest steppers contest is coming up.
Yes, sir.
September the 19th weekend.
Yep.
I'm gonna be attending.
I'm always looking forward to that one.
Oh,
that's when we have our most fun.
We're gonna be live. We broadcasting live inside Steppin. Man, and we need all the instructors. Get your students ready. Because Lisa Luckett is also having that.
Yes. Now, let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay.
You guys, my girl Lisa Luckett. Y'all always hear me talk about my fairy godmother. That's Lisa Luckett. Fairy godmother is doing an event that is going to be an instructor-student steppers contest.
Right.
I'm looking forward to that. Now, we're going to be covering it.
Masters of Style.
All these people out here. Now I'm about to get on these instructors. All these instructors. So-called, see, I get in trouble. The producer lady be mad at me when I say these so-called instructors. Listen, because some of y'all are so-called because you're not an instructor. You're just not. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you call yourself. You can put whatever label you want on your back. But here's the truth. True instructors have product. They have results. You can see what they've done in the work and the people on the dance floor. Now,
but that don't make them not instructors. Maybe not good instructors. You want to argue?
Yeah.
Or you want to fight?
Yeah. That's all right. That's all right. Well, you too old to fight me.
Yeah, you're right. You know I'm undefeated at home. Well, I mean,
okay,
that might make them not good instructors, but we're putting together.
Okay. You know what? You're right. I can't argue with that because here's the truth. Anybody can call themselves an instructor. If you convey an information to somebody else, that means you're instructing them. Now, if you're instructing them wrong, you're right. I'm gonna give you that one.
Yeah,
you're right. You undefeated at home.
Well,
we're
putting together an event where they can showcase their students. Because the event is going to actually be your students. They have to be in your class 2 years or less.
Mm-hmm.
Be in your class, and the instructors, the students are gonna dance against the other students. So the students will get awarded if they win, and the instructor will also get awarded.
And I think that's gonna be an excellent event. I'm looking forward to that. I really would love to see strong participation.
Yeah.
I mean, think about this. This is what I would love to see. Tony Dow said he's in. That's what I'm talking about, Tony. Great, thank you.
Right.
Here's what I would love to see. We got people around this country. See, this is one of the things I say all the time about the difference between Chicago and living somewhere else. A lot of people miss this one thing. Smooth in the building. What's up, Daryl Smooth Greenwood? The collaboration is real, baby. The thing that happens is when you live in Chicago and you don't travel around and you don't move around, you don't understand the dynamics and the thought process of the people who are not from here. Mm-hmm. When you're from somewhere else and you've either never visited Chicago or you're not a frequent flyer, then you have a hard time understanding the dynamics of what happens within the city and the culture within the city limits. And there is a difference. Now, when the two marry, then there's a lot of people saying, well, damn, I thought they this. And then them saying that I thought they did that. But what happens, and what I would love to see happen, is for the instructors, the ones that the people who are outside the city who go, oh, that's so-and-so. Because, people tend to be starstruck outside Chicago. Inside Chicago, they just another person. Because Chicagoans don't see these people in the same light. Now, don't get it twisted. There are people in the city who do, rightfully so, give props to those individuals who are not only capable, but who are contributing toward the betterment of the community by
Absolutely.
providing the correct instruction and doing it the right way. And we do have a lot of those. Now, what I would love to see is that those same instructors that others seem to worship and bow down to, I would love to see all of them at least bring one student to put up against.
They can only bring one set of students.
Well, what I mean is to be able.
That's now.
Is one okay, right? So, but what I'm saying is, whatever the requirements are and the criteria for the contest, I would love to be able to see them do that and participate, just on the tip of being able to say that they're reputable, that they are qualified, and not only will it set a standard within the community, which we're working on now, setting standards, but it would also say that here we are. It strengthens everything that we're trying to do in terms of the betterment of the community. Plus, it's going to show that that instructor is not only competent but qualified.
He's bona fide. Straight
up 10 toes down.
And this is what he do.
And it's going to increase their bottom line.
Absolutely.
Think about it. If you put a set of students up there and they killing the game, what make other people gonna be like? Other people gonna be like, oh, I'm going to so and so.
It's gonna bring additional awareness.
Man, it can't do nothing but increase their bottom line and what they're doing, and it increases the day.
Well, it's going down July the 19th, and then July the 20th, we're gonna have a outdoor victory dance in Gary, Indiana. It's gonna be outdoor in the park over there, Gateway Park.
Okay.
Gateway Park, yeah. So we're gonna honor all the competitors, all the instructors, and it's gonna be a cookout. So it's going down.
It's gonna be live.
19th and the 20th, yes.
Hey man, who DJing?
DJ Cross will be DJing the Steppers contest.
DJ Cross in the building.
I'll be MCing.
I think Cross got that. He's got that moniker now. He's like the competition DJ these days.
Yeah, he the best.
Yeah, he cold with it. I don't know. I think somebody wanted to beat him up a couple of times, but he got the game.
I'm gonna get him right. You gotta play them people music, man.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, y'all, it's cold in Chicago. That's all I can tell you. I don't know. One thing though, I think one of the things that I do love about being at home, when you live in a place like Texas, who is not equipped, who doesn't have the infrastructure to deal with ice and snow.
I gotta get this.
Man, take care of your
business,
man.
In trouble.
No, go and do what you gotta do, man. Look, I'm in your space. I'm at the embassy, baby. I know it's busy in here.
Rochella.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
You live on Inside Steppin.
Hey, Rochella.
Before you start
How
cussing.
How you, baby?
I'm okay. Okay, well, go. I'll call you later.
No, stay on with us.
Okay.
Rochella Palmer, y'all.
Rochella Palmer. Just
in the building.
Just us.
How you been?
Happy New Year, holidays, and all that good stuff.
Happy New Year. You been doing all right?
Okay.
Rochella, since we got you on the line, tell us what you don't want to see in 2025 in the Steppers community.
MESS.
I don't know if we're gonna get away from that. You know,
For the
people are
can't spell. She said mess.
Yeah, mess. I don't want to see mess. I want the community to come together and let's show some love and let's have some integrity. That's what I want to see.
That's the part that I want.
In the Steppin community.
That integrity thing, that's a big one because there's a whole lot of folks that just have lost or never had or whatever. It's gone.
Yes. Yeah. That's true. But that's what I would like to see, you know, us to come together more. It's so much, what I see, I'm only speaking for myself, is a lot of division. And it should not be.
Especially over a dance. Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree with you.
Let's do this thing. They want to talk about the old school, the new school. Let's just talk about let's doing the dance, have fun, like we used to. Let's come together and dance and have fun.
Yes, yes. Could be one school.
Right.
One school, absolutely.
Right. I hate that we
I'm
have
gonna
those
throw it in
divisions.
there. If it wasn't for old school, wouldn't be no new school. But I'm just saying.
Them facts.
Mm-hmm.
Them is facts.
Yeah.
Well,
History means a lot. We don't want to take, as an old schooler myself, I don't want to take anything away from the new schoolers. I don't know if you want to say the dance has evolved, or I don't know what you want to say, but I think it's just too much division. And we should come together as a community.
mm-hmm.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we want this to be here 100 years after all of us are gone.
Well, it's gonna be.
Absolutely. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing. Good thing. Let's get back to the way it used to be. Coming together.
Yes.
That part right there. Well, you got a lot of folks with, I talk all the time about people having all of these different ideas and proclivities, and they bring with them into the dance, because the dance hasn't done anything to anyone. The dance itself is what it should be. It's just that people like to add a little spice to it with their personal problems and issues, and they bring them with them, and their attitudes, and they behave in particular ways that cause a problem for everybody else. And I just wish people would take the time and look in the mirror and deal with themselves before they decide to come out and deal with everybody else.
Absolutely, that would be the change right there.
Yep.
That
Absolutely.
would be the change. I don't want to. Let me see. Just talk about the different, like different clubs and all this, has parties and all. But I will say this: I have been asked for many years to come to the Midwest Steppers.
Mm-hmm.
And I was either doing something, because just everybody knows I travel a lot. I just got back off a ski trip, and I missed it. And so I went this year, 2024. And when I tell you, it was a lovely, lovely party.
Yeah.
Kevin Levels was there. It was a lovely party. It made me have the remembrance of how parties used to be. Everybody was friendly. Everybody was dancing. We wasn't picking who we know how to dance. We were dancing with anybody that wanted to know how to dance. The music was outstanding. It was a lovely, lovely party. That's how it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And that right there, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, your worst kid, DJ Vale said, "Hey, mama."
I love him. That's my boy. That's my boy there. Ambassador used to be. I used to be Ambassador's main. I don't know what happened, but I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna still be here for Ambassador. I was calling him really about that big Super Bowl part. And I'm gonna be front and center.
All right, y'all heard it. If you in the city, be at the Super Bowl party. It's going down. Grand ballroom, y'all. Yeah.
So I hope some new things come, and even for myself for 2025, I'm gonna get some things together. I've been out here a long time. The community doesn't owe me anything, but I'm still a part of it and still want to enjoy myself while I can. So I'm trying to get some things together for myself for 2025. So you all be looking out for that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Rochella, you my girl. I love you to death, baby. So
love you so much. So do I.
You know I love you more than anything in the world.
I know.
So yeah. All right, Rochella, we're gonna holler at you later on. We're gonna finish up this show, and then he gonna call you back and let you know what's going on.
That'll be great. I love you all.
All right, baby. Love you too. Take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
Brandon Gaynor said one school. That's right. And you know what? I think we should make that a thing.
I'm gonna use
Let's
that.
do that.
Yes.
I think. Use that. All right, y'all. That's the new thing. One school. Ain't no old school. Ain't no new school. Because let me tell y'all something. And I've said this before, and I have to keep reiterating this. The only reason people believe that there is a separation in this dance is because of terminologies used to differentiate movements in the contest. There really is no such thing as old school. And old school and new school are actually the same dance. Original is the dance that separates that. From there, bop. That's it. Same dance, in the words of Daryl Davis, many variations.
Yes.
It is this is another variation. Don't say evolved. It does not and has not evolved. The minute it starts to evolve, that means it changes. If it changes, it's not stepping. Simple fact is there is a variation of the same movements within the dance. And that's it. That's all. It's that simple. And if anybody want to argue with me about that, fine. Y'all know I got an open door policy here. If there's anything that you think that I might have said wrong or is out of place or is inaccurate, you have my permission to come on inside Steppin and have that conversation with me openly. Just like Ambassador just said a minute ago, you want to argue with me? Yes, I want to argue with you. I want you to come on here and bring receipts. Because if you ain't got no receipts, don't come on here talking to me crazy. Roxanne Rich, how you doing? Sue in the building. Yeah, that's Miss
What up,
Roxy.
Brandon?
David Calhoun in the building.
Dave O.
Margaret, Miss Legs Ray.
You know, Dave looked the same.
I know.
From 40 years ago.
I know.
I think
he look good.
He's still
don't play no
good.
game.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I was gonna say before Rochelle chimed in, Chicago, y'all. One of the things that I love about home, and I miss this. I was saying, in places like San Antonio and Houston, they get a little bit of snow, a little bit of ice, a little bit of cold, a little bit of rain. They're not set up, the infrastructure is not set up to deal with those things, which means people stay home. They raid the grocery stores. Oh, yeah. They act like the world it's about to be apocalypse.
Bought all the milk and bread out of
toilet paper, milk, bread, all that's gone. It's over. It's a wrap. If you don't get there early, you're gonna miss all of it. But in Chicago, when they get that thing over there, say 1 degree.
-1.
Yeah, you're right. -1 degree right now outside. I don't give a damn how cold it get. I don't care how deep the snow is.
We was walking to school.
They're still going to the set.
Oh, we going to the set.
Going to the set.
Yeah.
I don't care. Look, man.
Oh, we going
to the set.
Oh, yeah.
Period. Listen, I remember back in the day, I remember plenty of times.
You dreaded, but you going to the set.
No. I ain't dreaded. We put on them
you
big old coats.
Be like, damn, it's cold out
throw
there.
that mink on, Jack. Don't play no game. We throw on the right gear, but we was going to the set.
Yes.
I don't care. That's one thing I love about being at home. We going out. That don't matter. Sure.
Miss Legs.
Poppy say, David Calhoun will be a great interview. All ladies need to dance with Mr. Calhoun. You know, that is true. You know what? Dave? She's right. You and I need to do a sit down. But you know, he don't be saying too much. You know, David, he's one of those guys of
he
few
can just
words.
look good.
Yeah. He's one of them fellows, he's a man of few words, but I bet you he got some great input.
Yeah. You
know what, Dave? We're gonna do that, man. We're going to do that. With your permission, sir, we're going to do an interview. I really would. That'd be. That's a great idea. He's one of those. He's going to be one of those. A person you should know in the community.
Yes.
Everybody needs to know him. Yeah,
Willie
no
Chapman.
doubt. Willie Chapman in the building.
Yeah.
What's up, man? Hey, Willie. I thought about you today. He was going to he was going to organize a trip to the inauguration.
Oh, man, we was going.
But you know what? It's crazy because they did that inauguration indoors. I didn't watch that trash, but I remember when Obama his first election, it was equally as cold in Washington because I was there. I was there, and back when I was still doing my celebrity photography, I was doing my photography. Yes, it was outside, and man, look here, my daughter. She was still. I think she was a teenager at the time. I think she's like 16. And I used to take my cameras. I go all over the country because I did Jenna 6. I used to take pictures at all of these major events, particularly stuff dealing with civil rights. And I remember I told my daughter, I said, it's going to be your first road trip. Mm-hmm. So we jumped in the truck, took off to Washington, D.C. And I told her everything she needed to do to be prepared for this. I said, this is a marathon. So when we get there, you're going to need to put a couple of apples in your pocket, maybe a banana or something. You're going to make sure you got on 2 or 3 layers of socks. Make sure you got on the right boots so that, you can do that. Got to have your coat. Got to have layers. I explained the whole game to her, how we was gonna roll. She said, okay. Man, we got out there. That poor child, she was about to lose. She was like, oh my god, oh my god. She ended up going in the Native American Museum to warm up.
Okay.
But we was out there. We was out there all day. I got some beautiful pictures of everything, man. It was really good event. But I'm sure it's one she'll never forget. But it was equally as cold. But everybody wanted to be, and it was super duper crowded. It was so many people out there, man. It was thousands of people. But the cold didn't stop anybody. They got out there and did the damn thing. Smooth said, check your mailbox. He threw a couple of eggs in it. Okay, that's what's up.
If they didn't bust, I'm throwing them back.
Louisa Lowe, how you doing? She said she got 3 paid days here in Houston. Thank you, Snow. I know that's right. Yeah, because y'all are covered up there, man. Matter of fact, one of Chicago's own is stuck there now. He got to wait a couple of days to get his plane ticket out of there.
What's up, Keith
Hubbard in the building. What's going on, family? Hey man, we gotta talk.
The homecoming.
Oh, I ain't look, I was gonna talk about that next. I ain't forgot about the homecoming, baby. All right, so check this out, y'all. This is not one of those events that I absolutely must advertise, only because the attendance on it already is off the scale. But I'm going to do it anyway. Why? Because I am a participant. Like many of the facilitators within the Steppers community, every instructor who's anybody is going to be there. Every DJ who's anybody is on the roster. Promoters have the ability to advertise their events for free. You can set up booths. Listen here, y'all. At last count, and this was before the year turn, this was back in November. I don't know what the numbers are now. Matter of fact, I need to reach out to Irie. But back then, there were over 800 rooms booked at the McCormick.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be the most historic, largest, and most insane stepper set in the history of stepping. Labor Day weekend, y'all, this year. If you ain't here, you somewhere else. And let me advise any promoter that even is considering doing anything a week in advance or a week behind that, you're going to get your throat cut. Everybody is going to be in Chicago that weekend.
Yes.
Period.
August 29th weekend, the 28th. The 28th through the 31st of August, 5th weekend in August, is going down. The homecoming, Irie, Keith Hubbard, Keith C, Mona, is going down.
Hey man, Susu said change the battery. Yo, you smoked it.
Yeah.
Hey, Susu, listen. That same battery in that smoke detector for at least the last. Oh yeah,
it's wired to the
Listen,
house.
that thing been beeping for years. It ain't a battery.
Yeah.
Trust me, because if it was, it had died a long time ago. So yeah, he can't do that. Let's see. Louisa Lowe says, is there a class that you could offer for those who want to be Chicago Steppin' DJs, because a lot of people are not getting it, who are DJs? Oh man. Let me
a Steppin' DJ class?
Yes. Let me
Fly Diva was hosting one for ladies only.
Yeah, she was, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Let me say this about that. About 2 years ago, maybe 3. No, it was longer than that, because it wasn't long after I was myself coming into Stepper DJ world, and I use Stepper DJ particularly because DJs are DJs, but to be a Stepper's DJ, it requires a certain level of understanding and a certain level of musical knowledge that spans 50, 60 years, at least. Now, I'm saying that to say, it's weird even for me because out of all of the DJs that I am familiar with, people that I've been running with for years and people that I know, I'm the baby of the bunch. And when you start to do this, you begin to pay attention to certain things, and you begin to pay attention to the way the music gets played, the order, the tempo, the reaction of the crowd. There's a lot of stuff that plays into this. Now, I'm saying that to say this. Can it be taught? Yes. The problem is, most people are not going to be able to be consistent. My thought is that, and this goes back to what I'm explaining about DJ Shorty Smooth. He made a comment, a statement. He posted it on his page and he said, we have enough stepper DJs. You need to learn how to be a DJ instead of trying to embark into this arena. I understand exactly what he means because of the fact that, and I'm going to make this statement, believe me when I tell you this, it is far more difficult to become a steppers DJ than it is to become a just DJ that plays party music.
Everything.
Now,
Yes.
you've been doing this a long time. Did I lie?
No, you told the truth.
Okay. I got DJs on this line right now. And you can ask any steppers DJ. This is not for the faint at heart. It looks easy. It's not. One of the worst things in the world, and I fortunately have not had this happen to me, is when you're up there and you're supposed to be doing your job and the people are not responding to you. I don't know if it's because I've been lucky or because of what I've learned and what I know, hanging around guys like this. But I can tell you this, there are DJs in this community whose egos far exceed their skill set. They are not as good as they think they are. There are people who praise some of these guys who truly don't know what they're even listening to. They truly do not understand what stepping really is. I'll tell you this much. Michael Samsonite in the building, he said facts. I'll tell you this much. If you are considered or consider yourself to be a real steppers DJ, you got to be able to come right here to Chicago on this soil and play a real stepper set and survive. Because, baby, when I tell you they'll cut your head, you will be grand opening, grand closing.
Yeah. And even if for out of town disc jockeys, if you come to Chicago and you got a disc jockey friend here, he'll give you the opportunity to showcase your skills at their event. Yeah, don't be afraid to ask. And if you're ready, if you think you're ready, come on out. We'll embrace you, bring you in, take you under our wing, let you spin for an hour or 2 or 3 or whatever.
As long as you got the right attitude.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because that does matter.
Well, it's part of what we talked about earlier about the division.
Right.
We could start with us, with the disc jockeys.
Mm-hmm.
Because we can stick together.
Right, and we do.
Then
A lot of us do.
Promoters can stick together.
Mm-hmm.
Then the new schoolers and the old schoolers can stick together. Then the steppers can stick together. So then we have a community of all togetherness.
Right, and that would be a beautiful thing. I mean, like, I'm gonna put it like this: most of the DJs that I'm in contact with are people who I jail with. We got that common bond. We have that common experience, and I am happy that I've been embraced into the community. But I also didn't run in here with my ass on my shoulder, like I was, I know this and I know that. No, I don't know nothing. I'm a student of the game, and I was blessed. Like, you got DJs, they make up their own name. I was blessed to be given a name by my peers, by those who saw what I could do and said, man, this is what it is. And for me, that is the true rite of passage. Now, I know everybody else kind of do their thing and
Well, I think all of us are students.
should be.
Well, trust me.
You got some folks out here that think they know everything.
Well, but trust me, they go to school at night. They go to night school. You can't do this without tutelage. You got to learn from somebody. You you know, no matter what you think you know, you have to learn something actually from everybody. You got to learn what to do and what not to do at the same time.
Right, that's facts. But it's just critically important, in my mind. And like she was asking about, if there being a class, something like that. I do know that at some stage, I remember Stretch talking about doing something like that. I believe Fly Diva did some things like that with the ladies. My thing is, I know that there's more talent out there. I know that there are people out there that are very capable, and if given the opportunity, would be great, probably at it. But like anything else, one would never know unless they try. And if they try and they get bit by the bug, kind of like me, because I never set out to be a DJ, but I ended up falling in love with it. And so now I enjoy the hell out of it. I've been plenty of days I come over here and sit with you, and I'm sitting there watching him like, man, this boy cold. You know what I mean? And after my experiences over the last 5-6 years doing this, I now realize who actually is cold and who ain't.
Well, that goes to what I said. Well, you can learn what to do and learn what not to do at the same time.
Yeah, facts. Absolute facts. Jamal Brown Bay talking about, can someone teach me how to step? And Kevin, can you teach him how to
Jamal,
DJ?
Since you're talking, we gonna need you here July the 19th with a couple of your students. Lisa Luckett is having her student
instructor competition.
So I'm gonna give you all the details, bro. I'm gonna give you a holler, but I'm gonna need you to come and be one of the instructors.
Yeah, Keith, you need to come through. Bring some students. I know Keith. See, we've seen Keith's product. We know what he got. Jerry Baskerville, what's up, baby? I want to see all of it. You got the Shock Jameses out there who, you got all these people that wanna, they wanna be instructors. They wanna be, showcasing what they do.
There's gonna be some bragging going on.
There's gonna be some bragging. There's gonna be a little money handed out. Little something. Y'all get your students together. Like I said, this can't do nothing but increase your bottom line and your legend. You got them students out there that's doing the daggone thing. I don't see how you can not want to be a part of that.
That's right. Cali in the building. California is in the building. Gary, Indiana is in the building.
Keith say he ready.
DJ Esquire down in Florida is in the building. Texas in the building. Detroit in the building. All right.
Yeah. So, well, look, man, it's looking like we done hit the wall, y'all.
It's only 1 hour. You want to go another hour?
Hey, man, I literally just got off the plane. I'm talking about, Jack. I landed and hit the ground running and set up to do the show tonight. See, that's how dedicated I am to y'all. I love y'all. Do y'all understand?
Y'all should have heard what he said when he jumped in the car. What's the quickest way to the studio? I said, wait, ain't you going home?
No.
I gotta do my show.
Gotta do my show. My people waiting on me, man.
Okay, I guess.
Look, I was supposed to be here this morning, but with the bad weather, they canceled my morning flight. Got me on a flight this evening. So I landed, plane wheels hit the ground at 5:15.
I said, I'm gonna do some laundry while you're doing your show.
No, you ain't. 5:15, I hit the ground. It took us, about 40 minutes to get over here?
Yeah. The traffic was a little.
So we was here a little bit after 6. I set up the studio, and here we go. Now, I'm saying that to say this. That's the difference between loving what I do and looking for some money for what I do, because I don't get paid for this shit. My payment is y'all. My payment is a product. My payment is knowing that people are getting information, people are getting what they need out of this, and are able to take this information and better their journey in stepping. I'm good.
Do it for the
I'm
love.
good. It's love.
For the love of the game.
It's the love of the game, man. I love this game.
Love this game. Alabama in the building.
Let's see. Kevin Portier said, you have DJs that do not want to change. People are not coming. Do not want to change. People are not coming when they play. And they don't care because they're getting paid from the promoter. They're not even pulling 40 people, but they get paid and they don't care. You know what, Kevin, let me tell you something. I've seen that. But see, this goes back to people not knowing what they're listening to. And you would think, and this goes back to when we do this promoters forum, a lot of promoters do not understand that simple concept. A lot of promoters will put a face on a flyer because they think that that's going to be their draw. There are so many ins and outs to all of this. There's so many details and so many misconceptions.
To some degree.
Yeah, it should. Mm-hmm.
But I get what Kevin's saying.
But that also is the reason why certain DJs get all the work.
Yes.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Think about, there are other talented DJs who don't get the airplay.
Yeah.
And if you put their face on a flyer, will the people show up for that? Because let me show you something. Just like I started this show out, the beginning of this show, for those of y'all who wasn't on here, I made the statement that we're dealing with, well, let me back up. We're dealing with a time where people don't want to spend the money. Promoters don't want to spend the money on advertisement and on the DJs. Your DJ budget should not include a bunch of DJs and you only paying them a certain little small amount of money. Without them, you have no set. Your two main expenses should be this: the room itself, which could range anywhere from $1,000 to $20,000, and your DJs. And your budget should reflect that if you want the best people to come play your set, you need to pay them. Simple as that. Those are your two biggest expenses. You got advertisement, DJs, venue.
Well, a lot of us don't get hired based on our talent.
Oh, that's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
That's why you see certain faces on the flyers, because people say, well, that's so-and-so playing, I'm going to that.
Yeah.
Now, problem is, if people don't hear these other people play, what are we dealing with? You gotta get airtime. So it's like a double-edged sword, you know. Then you got those DJs that they don't play for the crowd; they play for themselves.
DJ Dan checking in. What up, Dano?
DJ Dan in the building.
DJ Kim is checking in from St. Louis.
Mm-hmm. So if there's a necessity, there's a fine line of balance that has to take place, and DJs, it's like, what do you do? Because you got guys out here that'll try and undercut so they can get a gig. And sometimes, and listen, I'm not for that. I'm against it. But what do they do to get their opportunity for other people to see them so they can get the check? See what I'm saying? It's a double-edged sword. It's so...
Yeah, I mean, because we have all have played for less money to do a gig or two,
mm-hmm.
And I'm just speaking for myself when I say personally, I would rather play for nothing before getting insulted.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Here, another example. Think about how many times one of us have played a set, and we know the promoter took a bath.
Oh, yeah.
See what I'm saying? And then you like, yeah, okay. This joker owe me X amount of money, and I know they just lost their shirt.
Yeah. Well, and I'm going to tell you, I have gave back.
See?
I've actually told promoters I'm good. You know, just give me this, you keep the rest, and we'll do it again, and they remember that. Mm-hmm. Instead of just, no, I don't give a fuck. You had 3 people in there, you still got to pay me.
Right. Brandon Gaynor said they have to build relationships first. Absolutely. Now, you know what, Brandon? I'm glad you said that.
And that's exactly
because that's one of the things that I talk about all the time. I always talk about people in this community building relationships. You got some people who do nothing but destroy. Promoters, DJs, instructors, they just destroy relationships constantly because they think that they got this idea that their celebrity is bigger than this community. They think they can do that.
And it's not.
And it's simply not. And especially when you're dealing with people from the crib, from Chicago. They don't give a damn, bar none. These relationships are critically important. One of the biggest reasons why I've been able to do what I've done so far in DJing in this community, and even with Inside Steppin, is because of my relationships. Now, funny thing, when we talk about that, right? I live in a city where I have people who don't fool with me. But if you go ask them right now, what did he do to you? They can't answer it.
We don't want to talk about it.
We don't want to talk about it. They can't answer that.
That's what that's the answer.
They don't want, no, they can't. It is nothing to talk about because they have nothing to say. I challenge anybody in the city of San Antonio, where I live now, that don't like me, that go around talking about, we don't fool with him. You publicly, privately, don't matter. Tell me what I did to you. Tell anybody what I did to you, and then holler at your boy. That's a challenge to all my San Antonio folks, because I know y'all on here.
I'm gonna make something up.
yeah, right. Well, that's what they gonna do too. They gonna make up something. They gotta make up something. They have to do that because they cannot tell you that I specifically did or said anything against them.
Right.
Well, maybe I might have said something against. Well, it wasn't. Let me put it like this: I don't make up stuff and I don't lie. So if I said something that offended you, it was probably true. Not probably, it was true. Now, how they say, if you don't lie on me, I'm gonna tell the truth about you. Now, so I'm gonna say it again. Tell anybody specifically what I did to you. You can't. I know you can't. But I'm gonna give you that challenge anyway. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take it one further. I'll pay $100 to anybody in that city who could come say that I did something to them.
I'm gonna make something
and it be true. You're gonna have to make it up. It gotta be true now.
I'm gonna need that.
It gotta be true. See, liars is born. There's plenty of liars. You know, we got people with all kind of knowledge. I got one woman there that went and told a bunch of people I did something to her, and then you got one punk ass promoter who run around. I don't fool with him. He did something to my friend. Goofy, you goofy Negro. That's what you get for listening to a broad about some nonsense.
That's another show.
Yeah, you're right. That's what you a dummy. That's why I don't respect you. Simple as that. Now, back to relationships.
Yeah.
How easy is it to pick up the phone like men do? You don't call me before and cuss me out about something
Absolutely.
I did, right?
Yes. Right after the show.
That's right.
So when you hung up.
Ambassador saying, man, you was wrong. Now, we had that argument. We got it straightened out. That's what men do.
Yes.
Tricks, they run around running their mouth. But that's another show.
Well, when we had a DJ forum, I want to let everybody know that everybody is welcome. I mean, not DJ, the promoters forum. Mm-hmm. Just if you're in the Steppers community, everybody's welcome to attend. And I pass the mic around.
Absolutely.
Make sure everybody get a chance to ask any questions they want to ask. And for the promoters, again, man, just, you got to plug your events. What he say?
Oh, wait a minute. Dude say just buy a controller and a laptop and be popular.
Oh, that's KC, man. Cut it out.
All right. Eric Washington says, everything you're saying is very important, Brian. No, you did not lie about the craft. Mm-hmm. You must get under the Steppin DJ as a mentor. Yes. And be open to learn. Man, that right there. Now, that's it right there. Find somebody to learn under. That's what I did. I mean, when I wanted to learn some hell, I asked questions. That's how I learned. Now, believe it or not, I've actually taught a couple of DJs that showed me stuff, a few things. Why? Because I study my craft,
Mm-hmm.
like everyone should do. You want to do something? Don't play with this. Don't play with stuff. If you're gonna do it, do it. If you're not gonna do
spread
it,
the wealth. Cause I first got in the game, I learned from DJ Dan, DJ Vale. I learned from Vale just standing behind him and watching. Not one time did he turn around and say, "What you looking at?" or none of that.
That's right.
He showed me some stuff without even telling me he was showing me some stuff. You know, he said he wanted his daddy records back.
I want my daddy record. You know what? First time I ever fooled with any DJ equipment, it had to be probably 1982 or 3. There's a guy named Ray Blaney. Now, a lot of people don't know who Ray Blaney is. Ray Blaney was the very first, an original DJ for 601. You remember 601? 601 was an organization in Chicago back in the 80s. They used to throw sets, 80s and 90s. They used to throw big, huge parties. And Ray used to be a neighbor of mine. We went to the same grammar school. And he had the 12-inch techniques and he had all of that, you know, back then. Had the wall full of records and everything, right? And that was the first person that taught me how to blend a song way back then. And I played around with it, but it never was something. I'm like, yeah, okay, this is kind of cool. He showed me some things. Because my question to him was, and this was wild because it just shows you how you don't know your future, right? I asked him. I'm standing there looking at this stuff, and I'm standing there, and I'm like, man, how do y'all stand up for 3-4 hours and do this? That was what I said to him. By the time I left his crib, about 2.5, 3 hours had gone by of me standing there doing it. And he said to me, you know how long you was up there, right? He was like, didn't feel like it, did it? I was like, damn, you sure right. Now, I'm going to say this. When you playing a fire-ass set, man, you ain't thinking about no time. You trying to see how many more songs you can get in before it's time to shut down. Just don't play no games. I got to play my box, Jack.
When that music hits you,
and if you a good DJ, you will never play everything you want to play that night.
Oh, yeah.
And you ain't got to play the same stuff everybody else is playing. But a good DJ knows that.
Yes, absolutely.
The rest of them guys, they're going to be playing with, they're going to be pulling rabbits out. I'm going to play this. And everybody like, oh, I'm sick of hearing that. You got to make people, this the new thing I got. You got to make people have a stank face. You got to be like, yo, my feet hurt, bro. Come on. No, bro. I'm breaking ankles tonight.
You got to make them feel that music, man. You got to make them feel that music.
That's right. Look, Brandon Gaynor said, talking about one more song, y'all. That's right. All right, y'all. Look, I want to thank everybody for coming through and hanging out with us. We appreciate y'all. I love you. I'm going to break the studio back down, and I got a bunch of stuff I got to do tomorrow, and I fly back out of here on Thursday. I got to get on down. But I will be back next month, and we will be doing the promoter forum coming up, and the public is welcome. We're going to set it up so that, we can have questions from the audience. We'll have a panel of promoters to kind of give the audience a feel for what it's like to actually promote an event and to do these things. Because a lot of people, like he said earlier, people want to do this stuff. They're like, oh, I can do that. Okay. Yes, you can. Anybody can do anything they want. But you need to understand that there are consequences for failure and there are rewards for success. So you have to choose which one of those things you're going to do and how you're going to get there. Everybody says, oh, I'm going to be a millionaire. But they can never tell you how they plan to get there. So this will be an eye-opening experience, I think, for everyone that doesn't understand
we might need
what's
some extra
necessary.
time for that, huh?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably at least a 2-hour show.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Everybody doesn't understand sometimes. People come to these events with expectations, and you should. Because like I always say, hold these promoters accountable. Same thing like with the DJs. If you know that there's something or someone that's going to be a part of that event that doesn't fit your criteria, you make them pay by not attending their event. Keep your money in your pocket. If they're doing everything right, you reward them by showing up and enjoying yourself when they provide you with this, with the event that you want to be a part of. If they're doing it right, you will return. If they're doing it right, it will grow. If they're not, it's going to fall off like many of these different events have and will continue to do. This is going to be a pivotal year in the Steppers community where events are concerned. I do believe that we're going to see a decrease. We're going to see more people trying to jump into the game and finding out very quickly that this ain't what they want.
Right.
So,
And what we're planning is we did the DJ forum. We're gonna do instructors forum. We're doing a promoters forum. We're gonna do a new school forum, old school forum, and then we're trying to get it together so at the end of the year, or sometime closer to the end of the year, we're gonna do a steppers forum for everybody, for promoters, DJs, instructors.
you think that's gonna work? That's a lot of stuff in one room.
Oh man,
We're gonna be all over the place.
We
got to set some structure.
We're gonna need
on
a
that
big
one.
room. We're gonna need a boxing ring,
especially the boxing ring. I like that part.
The wrestling match thing over there. We're gonna need all of that. But it's gonna happen. We're gonna make it happen.
Okay,
we're gonna make it happen. I'm like, let me say a few places I'm gonna be, man.
And do your thing, dog.
Places I'm gonna be.
Right quick before you do that, okay, I'm being nosy because Sam Chapman and David Calhoun were having a conversation. He says he just talked to DJ Sam Chapman.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, Sam Chapman, happy birthday. He said he just talked to him and he said there are several streets that's being considered with the street sign, stepper spots he's played at regularly, a location coming soon. So DJ Sam Chapman is going to be honored with a street, and he deserves it.
That's right.
Now go ahead, man. Do your thing, man. Talk about your upcoming.
Oh well, again, tap that ash.
Tap that ash.
Cigar bar. 11151st, 11151. South Austin in Chicago. Check them out for all you cigar smokers. Lady Lisa events. Be hosting 5th Saturday. That's March the 9th. We'll be at the Loft, 752 Broadway in Gary, Indiana. Yours truly be on the box. And she hired Tyrell Henry, so Tyrell and I will be on the box that 5th Saturday. Masters of Style, the Instructor Students Steppers Competition, July the 19th and the 20th.
Instructors, get ready.
Get ready.
Bring your people.
Yeah.
Get your bragging rights. Get your bread.
8605 Maryville Road in Maryville, Indiana. She's giving away $1,500 in cash and prizes. Trophies will be awarded for the instructors and for the students. So it's going to be
third place is sponsored by Inside Steppin.
All right. Third place is sponsored by Inside Steppin. And DJ Rock and Rodney Mack, his 20th anniversary in Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah. Right.
That's June the 18th through the 23rd. I'm going a little early. I'm going on Juneteenth. He got a boat ride going on. Shorty
I might check that out.
DJ. Yeah.
Okay, I might have to slide on through on that one. This is Black and Bling's 10-year anniversary too.
Black and Bling's 10th year anniversary. Okay. And don't forget, y'all,
anniversaries this year.
Super Bowl weekend, February the 6th, that Thursday, we'll be at the Noble with MVK, with Vail.
DJ Vail.
Yep, Vail, QC, Miss Mona, Maddie B, the line dance, man, for all you
Maddie
ladies,
B all over the dang on play.
Man, if you ladies want to learn all the newest and the latest and the oldest line dancing, y'all need to go to the Noble. It's just $5 at the door, and they learn the line dancing, and it's going down. That's February the 6th. February the 9th, we'll be at the Grand Ballroom. We'll be at the Grand Ballroom, Super Bowl Sunday, celebrating my 61st birthday. So come on out, y'all. It's $15 at the door, no tickets, $15 at the door. You can bring your own food, just no beverages will be allowed. So you can bring your own food. We're going to watch the games. Man, we're going to get our step on. We're going to do some line dancing. We're going to do some house jacking with the showstopper, DJ Reverb. It's going down. Vail and DJ Dan will be doing the stepping part. and Rockwell gonna be performing live, so you don't want to miss that, y'all.
Okay. In June 26th through the 29th, Inside Steppin, we'll be out in Las Vegas. It's a birthday party, y'all. We're going to be out there with my girl Sandra Van Dyson. First Lady Maddie B will be in the building. We got Carmichael, the music lover, doing his thing. DJ Myron the R and Mellow Chris will be on the ones and twos. We got Andre Blackwell will be in the house. DJ Scranton. The MC, Devin Smith. You know, Devin been doing a lot of MCing lately.
Okay.
That's pretty good because he's going to actually be with us. We'll be in Baton Rouge next weekend, y'all. If you ain't got nothing to do, even if you got something to do, and you ain't, and you in the area, and even if you ain't in the area, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, y'all, Rose Gold set. You want to talk about a good time and some good eating?
Yeah.
Ooh-wee. That's a fly set. My girl Patrice down there.
Speaking of Vegas, we're doing the Steppers Expo in October, October 23rd through the 27th or 28th in Las Vegas, hosted by Big Tony Productions.
Big Tony.
I'm gonna put a link on my Facebook page, maybe in another day or two, where you guys can be affiliates, or you could be a part of what's going on. You could also sell tickets and make money selling tickets without even having the physical ticket. So I'm gonna give you all the information on that. You can call Big Tony, ask him any of all of the questions, and if you want to be involved in the event, you can do all of that. And it's not just gonna be for steppers; it's gonna be for everybody who love to dance and love music. They're gonna do house music, R&B, old school hip hop, and of course stepping, all in different rooms. So nothing will be clashing with the other parts.
Okay.
You know. So yeah.
So it's gonna be a multi-room, multi-party event.
Expo.
Is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. That's pretty doggone cool.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna be. I always have to put this out there. We got to save the date for September the 25th through the 27th, y'all. 10th anniversary for Denim and Diamonds. My girl Valerie O'Connor out there in Minneapolis. Listen, y'all.
You talked into keeping it going.
Yes.
That's good.
We have been able to convince Miss Connor that moving forward, because man, that event is too damn nice to just let go.
Yeah.
Now I understood because she lost Mr. Henry last year, and it was a struggle for her to continue moving forward and to put the event on. But she knows as well as we all do that he would have not wanted it any other way, and it was a phenomenal event. It was a homegoing celebration as well as her party. We had a great time. My man Shed G, shout out to that man. We was hanging out in San Antonio last month. Who was her MC and host for the dinner? Stuart Orlando Morgan, singing his heart out, all of the cuts. It's just, I cannot express how much of a class act that event is. I encourage everybody to check it out. And now you got to get
classy.
Yes, she is. And you got to get to that. You got to get your tickets for that event early, actually, because if you don't, it will sell out. It sold out last year. It was weeks before the event, and when she's cut off, when she's done, she's done. Now earlier on here, I talked about the events where people who didn't mind spending the money and do this for the love. Well, I'm gonna just tell you that's one of them. Mm-hmm. That is a phenomenal class act event, and you will not be disappointed. So I'm always looking forward to that. But that is also her 10-year anniversary.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Miss Connor, we're looking forward to party.
All of us need to just go in.
Yes, you do.
We need her to have a problem for having too many people there.
I like that idea. Valerie, I think that's a good idea. I think that's what we need to do. We need to make sure it's too many people. Yeah. Great event.
She got home going, oh no. Too late. We coming. We coming, Valerie. We coming.
Yeah. Great event. All right, so that's it. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Well, whatever it is, charge to my head and not to my heart. Yeah, that's it. That's all for now. We'll deal with the rest.
It's Aquarius season. That's right.
Oh, is that right?
That's right.
That's right. That's right. I forgot you about to be old.
Yeah. January 30th, my actual birthday, y'all. I'm celebrating Super Bowl weekend.
He gonna put his cash app up.
Yeah. But I need to let everybody know my birthday is actually January 30th.
And for those of y'all who don't know, his OnlyFans is actually no.
People think my birthday is Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh man, that's funny.
But I take it. I take it because I love it. Because birthdays is hard to come by right now.
Man, what you said
with COVID and the young ones being disrespectful to the police and everything. It's just a lot of stuff going on in the country, in the world actually.
Man,
so birthdays is hard to come by. So I thank God every day, man, for allowing me to breathe fresh air above ground.
That part. Yep. Well,
So if you're celebrating your birthday, happy birthday to you.
Boom. You heard it here first. All right, man. You done drug my show a half an hour over. Get off my show. Uh-oh. Why is somebody calling me? Oh, this is my mama. Y'all, I gotta go. This is my mom. Hold on. Let me tell my mama I'll call her back. All right, y'all. I want to thank everybody. Love you. Y'all stay warm, stay dry, and make it do what it do. At the embassy, y'all.
That's right.
Ambassador Kevin Nevels, thank you for hosting me, sir. We
Peace.
appreciate you, man.
Well,
Appreciate you.
Thanks for coming by, man.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We out of here. Much love. How they say love, peace, and chicken grease. Cause we gone.
God bless
We
you.
gone, y'all.
Good night.